Good afternoon. This is Chantal from Be Inspired, and this is the video portion of my newsletter. I am in my shop. It is very bright in here. Sun streams in on a winter's day. So I've got the blinds closed that side, but this side I don't have blinds. So what I want to do is quickly whip through all. I feel like a bit of a mess. As usual, I put lipstick on. What I want to do is just whip through my projects. Show you some stuff that I'm working on. I've got masses, so I'm just going to go really quickly, and then in my newsletter there's other notes and stuff. So let me first show you my crochet project that I started after the Karoo. Oops. This is the windsurfer shawl, Mijo crochet. I think it's a free pattern on Ravelry. So I started off with some milli colory, which are these little guys. I seem to have, oh, here's the other one. So they actually have got a million colors in them. My stock is a little bit low at the moment, so I will be getting more, but I started with those and with some earth and just sort of changed them, and then I went into some other minis. My mistake, which when I did this on Scrappy Saturday, the ladies didn't think it was a mistake, but I don't like how this very variegated yarn crochets up. I think for me, I prefer this sort of like tone or color change rather than this variegated. These up here, I was trying out the new Zubbers. Well, they're not Zubbers, they're from Shawl, and they're called Senor and Senorita. Attached to my work there. Hold on a sec. Masses on my lap. So these should be here. They're in the country. I'm just waiting for them to clear customs and get through the state vet. But they dyed on like a grey base, and this is dyed on a white base. It's super wash, so it hasn't been treated. They're trying to be ecologically friendly, so they're non-super wash. And they come in these little minis, so those will be fun. So I've started adding those in. I was using a 3.5 hook, no sorry, a 3 hook, but I've got yarn fluff, but I've gone up to 3.5 just to try. It was feeling quite dense. I mean, it would still drape, but I just like things to feel a bit softer, so I've gone to the 3.5. I'll let you know how that goes. It's quite a clever technique of changing colors. You put your color before on a little stitch holder, crochet holder, whatever, and then you use this color, and when I come back it sort of loops through. It's very clever. So there's no ends to sew in. There will be ends when I change colors though, but I have crocheted those on. Okay, so that is the windsurfer shawl. Balls of yarn are flying everywhere. Here's another. This is a senior. They're quite nice tones. So that's my crochet project. Then I got this beautiful bag from Oak Leather. Oops, for my birthday. And in here I have about 355 projects. My thinking project first. I decided I wanted to swatch with Lindo. Lindo is an alpaca, merino and bamboo blend. South African, and by Quinty Alpaca, and it is absolutely beautiful. See the hand dyed variation? You can see the drape of it. It's so soft. So my thinking project is the Forager sweater by Isabel Kramer, and it's got these beautiful, beautiful little mock cables. If you can see that, little mock cables down the fronts, down the back, and down the sleeves. It's gonna be gorgeous, and this yarn is amazing. So I'm really loving this. I do have to think. There's a lot of words, so I use a ruler and mark it off. But that's my thinking project. Then I've still been working on my sockhead cowl. I do have on my Instagram how you wear these. So it is a cowl and then it changes into a hat. So this is with the Lang Super Socks Brazil. The ball doesn't inspire joy in me, but even though I know you're going to say it's got brown, I really love these colors. So, and I love the self-striping because I like knitting stripes. I just don't like the jogs, and there's nothing with this. No jogs, no having to manage anything. So with the Sockhead Cowl, which is also a free pattern on Ravelry by Boho Knits, ribbing, knit. What I suggest, which I didn't do, is do your ribbing, weigh your ball of yarn first. Do your ribbing, weigh your ball of yarn, see how much ribbing the ribbing takes. So you can keep weighing this ball and make this as long as you can before you do the next ribbing. It will just make, it's not going to make too much of a slouchy hat. My Instagram reels have got me wearing one which used a whole ball. So, and look how it grades here. It's so beautiful. The Lang Super Socks are really great sock yarns, but as you can see, not just for socks. So that is a gift project in my little woolen floss bag. There. And this is all coming out of my oak bag. Oh, my bits and bobs. Oh, I thought I pulled the needles out. This is so gorgeous. I'm using, at the moment, I'm using a big fox yarn. I'll be getting this color and lots others in at the end of the month. And I'm holding it with my Grinch fluffies. And every now and then with some Adele's mohair, a Bambi, just for sparkle. So you can see here. Sparkle. So this is by Kay Jones, Bits and Bobs Blanket. It's really a lovely pick up and not have to think. Every row is the same, the edges are all the same, no increases, just straight on blanket knitting. And with the floofies, they're sort of like, you can still see the color variation, but it sort of mushes it together. So that's my Bits and Bobs. What else do I have in here? Lots of yarn. Oh, my Jelly Roller blanket, also by Kay Jones, hasn't got that much further. 2.75 needle. I'm using the higher little sock needles because they're just easier to work with. And I'm just doing a big stripe at the moment, big strip, nearly at the top. And then I'll put some normal size strips. Just noticed, oh, they're not the same. I thought I got two yarns the same, but they're not. These two are. They're also not. Anywho, it's a scrappy blanket. You can't be fussy. So that's that, and then masses of yarn. Let me put this back so I have some sort of order when I finish here. And this is just the best thing. It sits by the couch. I can zip it up. So oak leather, if you're watching, I love it. Little pocket here. I don't even know if I put anything in here, did I? Oh, little notions pouch, whoops. Which I got with the bag. Put little notions in there. Oh, and I've got my fancy scissors. That's where they went. So that's those projects. Then this project, oh my word, I love this. I'll tell you why I love it first, then I'll show you it. So I've been collecting minis for a long time, and I'm quite precious with my minis. I had to have like some sort of special plan. So I made 2 cakes. These are all Mlam minis, singles and twist sock. And I made 2 different cakes using a Russian join, which I've listed in my newsletter. And then 1 plain Mlam, well not plain, but it's a Merlino. I can never say it anyway, you know what I mean. I think I did the same thing in the last video. So you've seen these, but what you haven't seen is how much it has grown. And this is in my Hearts and Hercle bag. How cute. Okay, here it is. It is absolutely beautiful, if I say so myself. The colors are just, and with this merino going all the way through, it just sort of pulls it all together. In hindsight, I shouldn't have had a whole mini starting. I should have had maybe 3 different little bits, because it's given me a big piece, and then you can see the other little pieces where the minis are changing. But I'm not, you know, when it's around your neck, I'm not fussy about that. I love it. So, and it really is beautifully drapey. It even creases like a fabric. It literally is like a woven fabric, this linen stitch. So that is Linen Soup by Dawn Barker. I love her patterns. I've knitted lots of them. Finished one. Have another one on the needle. Needles. So that is that. Then this is my Spiral Grain Double O hat. I saw this on Needles at the Ready and I thought, oh, that's so lovely. And I have a shelf. I don't know if you can see them here. My head is, my neck is a bit crinked. Those are my Spiral Grains. And above it is this Earth 16 fingering. This yarn is the softest. It's actually, Lindo is actually maybe a bit softer with the bamboo, but this is really soft. And look at the colors. This color is Katsuma, before you ask. This one is, I have no idea. I've got one left. It is Sugar Pine. No, it's not Sugar Pine. Sugar Pine is very similar though. I think it might be, it's this one. Sycamore. Yeah, it's definitely Sycamore. So I've got one Sycamore and one Sugar Pine. And they will go nicely with the millions of purples I've got there. I've got purples, I've got greens. The crown of this double hat is gorgeous. Let me see if I can show you the crown. Oh, it's so hard. Let me put my hand in. It's a beautiful spiral. And the start is like a pinhole cast on, but different. See it? And let's not talk about the Latvian braid. This thing. It's beautiful, but I'll never do it again. I will rather do a lateral braid or Vickel braid. We're not going to dwell on that. It was 3 hours of my life wasted. Well, not wasted because I have a pretty braid, but honestly. So what happens is this hat, it's like the muscle bar, it folds into itself. And then you fold the brim up. And it's got that braid. Or you could have it with the blue side and then the orange would fold up. That's probably how I'd wear it. But I'm nearly done. I basically, whoops, you've increased, then you knit, 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 the braid, knit, 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 and then when I get to the same place as where I did my, stop my increases, I'll start my decreases. So I don't actually have that much further to go. Probably got a quarter left. So that is, and it's quite fun because I put my ball inside while I'm knitting. So for a travel project, I'm thinking of when I travel, I might make another one of these without the Latvian braid, because you knit and it's like a little bag holding your yarn. So clever. That's that. Then on the 16th, I'm teaching color work, and I have this funny thing of when I start a class or do a class, I start a new project. So I started a new colorwork project in Yarville silk. The ribbing took forever, not gonna lie. I did a twisted rib. I'm hoping it will block straight. Twisted rib, and then there's my floats on the inside. There's my colorwork, and I always hold the contrast color in my left hand, and I hold the main color in my right hand. I'll give you a quick demo. Let me just see what I'm doing though. Do I know what I'm doing with these stitches? Let me just check. 2, 2, 2. Okay. Let me just wind off some yarn. So with my left hand I do continental, obviously using the mirror image, and with my right hand I do English. So I can actually do color work really quickly. Plus, as I'm going, I'm managing the floats and keeping even tension. It's just so much easier. So this is what I'm going to teach on Saturday, the 16th, next Saturday. Love those colors. I don't think I'll be able to do what it is it's the holder scarf. I can't remember what the designer's name is, but if you look up Halda, Halda, it's a scarf. So obviously I think it just stays open at the bottom, but it's a double scarf, so all these floats will be hidden, and then I might change colors and go through all the yarvels, because I've got lots of yarvels. Shall I show you them? Let me just take you into the shop. These are the yarvels, and then around here are the yarvel silks. A little bit more of a subtle palette. The yarvel silks. So there are a lot of colors and combinations I can use there. So I think I will change color as I go, because that will be the most fun. Okay, so those are those things. Literally got masses. Okay, what's in here? All right, this is the Brio Comfort scarf or shawl. It's by Knit Graffiti, and I love teaching brioche with this. So I'm going to do this in September again. I have taught it before, because you got your brioche sections here, brioche with your vertical stripes, and then garter stripe sections with horizontal stripes. So it's like a nice, you think and then you have a break, think and you have a break, and it's very generously sized, as you can see, and my son wants one. So I am using Mlam Yarvel in silk, only the dark gray is in silk, in I don't have the labels for these, but this is navy, lilac, I've called them navy and lilac, charcoal, and I think I called that gray. I'm using those 4 colors, and let me tell you, it is knitting up so soft. My son is like, oh my word, that's beautiful, Mom. So those are the first 2 colors, these guys, and garter stripe. I haven't done the brioche next. I haven't done the brioche, it's next. So soft, and look at it, you can see, you can just it's going to be beautiful. So that's his scarf. This is my old compass cowl. Hope I haven't dropped stitches. It's again color work, and then it's reversible, so it's a cowl that's also folds in itself. So these pin stripes, I'll finish the other side with pin stripes, and then the join will be inside the cowl, if that makes sense, rather than having it on the edge. And then these pin stripes fold in, so the inside of the cowl is pin stripe and the outside is this beautiful color work. It is reversible, It's got a provisional crochet cast on, so I'll be able to join it to the other side of the cowl when I'm done. But look at the colors. This is Mlam singles. It's just gorgeous. I must now I could have taught color work with this, but then I saw a new project. Oh, I don't know. What else do I have in here? Oh, bit of a sock. A Sophie Shaw. This one is in Bling, Millie. These guys. Millie Colory Socks and Lace Luxe. Look at the bling. Look at the colors. They're the colors in that one. This is number 200. This is number 209. And the colorway I'm using, I think it's finished. So I've got a crick in my neck, so this is the colorway I'm using. And Sophie Shaw is just a simple, this is also nice for traveling because you're just increasing every 6 rounds or so. That's my Sophie Shaw. Then my rook. This is my second rook because you can't just knit one rook. And this is with Mlam, although I'm not using Mlam for this one. We used Mlam double knit and zubber balls, but then that was with my first one, which is, let me grab it for you. So here's my first one, and this zubber ball is Cowl Botanic Gardens. I actually have a kit online for this very colorway. Kits online, go buy it. It's lonely. There's 3 kits left. How beautiful. So with the combination of the double knit and the sock weight, it just gives this beautiful feel. Corin actually did a sample with just sock weight, and it didn't come out as great as the double knit with the sock weight. The zubber ball actually has got like, it doesn't have a sheen in the ball, but something here, this caramel just makes it sing. So, hey, fix my Sunday hair. It's just beautiful. I love it. I love knitting that. That's why I'm doing another one. So that is that guy. Oh, more of a mess. I think that's all I have to show you. What is that? Nothing. What is in here? Sorry. Oh, more socks. Finished sock. Sock knitting class, help class, the 23rd of August. Pop through, 2-hour class. Just on help if you need help with heels, toes, whatever. Here I am on a heel flap. This yarn is delicious. Move. It's called Move by Lang. So yeah, I got a lot going on. And then I'm sure you saw my finished. I don't know if I'd finished this. I should have watched my last video, but this is my crochet object granny stripe shawl. I've also got it on a reel on Instagram. So I wear this to yoga because it's perfect for afterwards when it's cold, and then I also lie under it like a blanket. So yeah, so that is me. Read my newsletter and have a good day. I'm going to go knit one of these millions of projects. Okay, bye.